Hi all, it's Ben and Pam. And one more. We're on a trip on a Royal Caribbean cruise and we're taking a 7-month-old with us, so that's quite an experience. So getting on board wasn't that bad. There was a COVID test you need to take 2 days prior. It's either an antigen test or a PCR test. And we were able to get it for free out here in California. You just sign up online. There was plenty of spaces. Pretty quick and easy. They just nose swab you, and you have to take it per Royal Caribbean about 2 days before you cruise, and you have to get it negative. So that was pretty easy. They just send you the email results on a Saturday, so that was pretty cool. When we got to the cruise port, it was rather busy, and we already knew we were traveling with an infant, so we had to pack a lot of diapers and also a lot more clothes than we're used to, because we usually travel pretty light. The onboarding process wasn't that bad. They passed us through. They just kind of check your documents. Remember, bring your passport. And if you have a 7-month-old, you can actually get a passport for your kid, which the photo just looks just like, they don't change much between when you take the photo at 7 months. So it makes it super convenient. They don't need to get a test currently with Royal Caribbean, but you have to be vaccinated and you have to bring your vaccine card. I want to correct that if you're not vaccinated, you still just need to have a negative PCR or antigen test. However, when you do get a vaccine and you're fully vaccinated, you can show it, they give you these cool little blue bands, which just allows you to go to certain shows. Not that if you're unvaccinated, you can't go to those shows. It's just the more things are open to you. Other things are open to you, but it might not be as convenient because it just be like you can only go to this particular show at this time. And then this dining option or this main dining room, you can only go at this time if you don't have your blue band. However, if you are an adult and you have children who cannot be vaccinated, then you might also kind of be shoved into those dining options that are for the unvaccinated people. Here's our room. As you can see from the footage, it's pretty spacious. We actually booked an interior inside room because we're cheap, but Royal Caribbean, if you ever cruise with Royal Caribbean, Norwegian, probably Carnival, they give you the option to royal up, where you can bid for a higher room. And so that's what we did. We put in the lowest bid, and we were actually pretty lucky, and we got from interior to ultra spacious. We went from about 100 square feet of sadness to about 300 plus square feet with windows and a bunk bed, as you can see in the footage. The bunk beds are like if you're a family of 4 or even 6, because that sofa can pull out into a bed, you can cram them all into this room. It's pretty impressive. We're actually toward the front of the ship, so it's like room 6500. It's pretty nice. You can see outside, see the helipad. The only downfall is since you're on the 6th floor, right underneath you is the Starlight Lounge. Now, the Starlight Lounge is actually ahead of us, so we're not directly over the lounge, but we are over their backstage. So if there's any movement of equipment or gear, you'll hear it throughout the day, throughout the night, which can be bothersome if you have trying to have an infant go to sleep.
I'd just like to point out that this room has a lot of storage space, so if you have a lot of luggage, you don't have to really worry about hiding anything around, because there's plenty of areas to store all your stuff. Includes a mini fridge. It's not stocked with anything, which is fine. You can always like bring your own bottled water or whatever and just keep your stuff cool. And it also has all these drawers and a table. Also included is a safe, which you should always use to store all your stuff. And then over on the other side, there's kind of just like life jackets and whatnot. It's kind of weird that they put the life jackets kind of so prominently in that closet, because it kind of takes up some room. But as I said, there's plenty of storage space anyways. So the rest of this footage coming up is just us eating in the main dining hall and just some closing footage of the boat setting sail at night. The dining hall was really well run. They did keep all the various families in our group separated, so there was like every other table was reserved to keep social distancing. That was mainly because we're in the unvaccinated group, because if you have anybody in your party that's unvaccinated, you get shoved to the second floor of the dining hall. If everybody was vaccinated, then you can eat on the lower floors. They're pretty accommodating. They also had like a high chair if you have an infant that needs a high chair. And you could order even off the kids menu. You just look on their Royal Caribbean app, they have the menu, so you don't have to handle menus, and also a kids menu. And I ordered off of that a few times during the trip. So overall, service in the dining hall was top notch. They're very friendly. They accommodated that little guy right there. You know, they kind of spoke to him and made him smile and whatnot. So it was a pretty cool first day. So anyways, thanks for watching.